Hi, I am Rachael Wakefield-Rann and I'm from the Institute for Sustainable Futures at the University of Technology, Sydney, and I'm the author of the Toxic-Free Childcare Guide. The reason we created this guide is that while in Australia we have really strong safety standards and are able to protect our children from most significant hazards, a number of potentially toxic materials are still finding their way into early education and care services. And there's currently not a lot of information available to help service providers identify these risks and actually make changes. So the reason there is an issue is that there are now more different types of chemicals in our living environments than at any other point in history. So there are currently around 350,000 chemicals currently registered for use globally, and around 2,000 new ones being put on the market each year. And unfortunately, only a really small fraction of these are tested for their long-term effects on human health and the environment. Now, while many of these chemicals are completely safe and central to daily life and harmless, research is beginning to show that some of them are hazardous. So chemicals that are now known to be toxic to humans have been found in products such as toys, kitchen utensils, furniture, electronics, clothing, and building materials. At the moment, there's no requirement for manufacturers to track or trace the potentially harmful chemicals in their products, which becomes particularly problematic when we start to reuse and recycle those products for different purposes. So one example is that flame retardants have been found in toys made from plastics used in electronic waste. Fortunately, there are alternatives to many of the potentially hazardous products found in early education and care services. And one of the easiest systems to swap out is probably cleaning solutions. So many common cleaning products contain harmful anti-microbials, preservatives, fragrances, surfactants, and sometimes even colours. But there are proven alternatives such as electrolysed water solutions that fully biodegrade and don't leave toxic residues that kids can encounter. But I think the most important information that the guide provides is really advice to policymakers about how policy and standards could be reformed. So it really shouldn't be up to parents at all or early education and care providers to assess the toxicity of materials. They really should be confident that anything they purchase for kids should be completely safe in Australia.